Hi. Damaged by suggestion. I think what I'm realizing is the country we are very, very susceptible to suggestion, especially by our elders, by people we respect, by our sadhus, by our opinion makers, by historians, by our rulers, by our loved ones, by our partners, spouses, friends, um, people we trust. And while that's great when you're on a quest to improve yourself, and it's great to take suggestions from people who genuinely care for you, but is all suggestion worthwhile? Is there a cost or a psychological damage to taking suggestion? I think there is, and this also brings you to this whole quest around the consciousness of the maker and the making, right? So this whole Me Too movement, I'm bringing it back because I remember at that time everybody talking about the fact, as long as it's a great piece of work, it doesn't matter who made the art. I think it always matters who make the art because art travels and that consciousness travels. So as you start seeking better things in life, you would seek better consciousness, so that matters. So having said that, how do we protect ourselves from psychological damage by suggestion? Just by, I think, disregarding every negative suggestion that comes our way, everything that doesn't resonate with our own sense of being, everything that makes us feel small, everything that makes us feel less, everything that makes us feel controlled, everything that makes us feel boxed, everything that makes us feel less human. Any suggestion that makes you feel that way, everything that feels like, oh, he's doing this because he wants to, she wants to make my identity smaller so she can control me, disregard it, discard it. It doesn't matter where it comes from. It doesn't matter if it's the highest person in the land who's coming and telling you this. And this, once you cultivate this ability will serve you really, really well because you will be your own person, and a person who's their own is a very powerful being because. They then create from joy. They create from inner core. Then they create, and creation is life, right? I mean, it's not just your work; it's you. You bring your whole self to the table. You don't just bring parts of you to the table, no matter which table you're sitting on. And so, suggestion, the paradox of it, and the damage it can cause, along with the good that it can do. So, my sense is that as long as we just take suggestions which resonate on a goodness level. And also there's a very simple consciousness hack, right? When we're feeling low, we take all the suggestion and even the shit suggestions. That's the time when we go for name changes and putting on the malas and all the crystals and this and then, and all of that of course is helpful because psychologically anything that, it's all about belief, right? So prayer is a belief, temple is a belief, stone is a belief, everything is a belief. So if it helps you, great. But if you're going down a rabbit hole, just raise your conscious. When you're feeling your lowest, look for the highest. For example, every time I think I've now started hacking myself into better consciousness every time I'm low, which is if I'm feeling really, really low, I just go and read like the highest text on the planet, or I go see very high intensity kind of content. For example, I would read a Gita, or I would go watch a happy film, which will make me laugh, or I'll go watch something which inspires me. I will go sit with people who are generally more positive and who have no vested interest in me. I'll hang in groups which are just creative. So just hack your consciousness, especially when you're low. It's very, very critical. Otherwise, that suggestion that comes that time can be insidious in your soul, and it's important that you don't touch your soul. It's important that you don't touch your core, and you keep your core intact at any age because the world will tug at it at all given points in time, and to protect it's your job. So damage by suggestion, just protect yourself, and life is quite beautiful otherwise. Happy Sunday.